Candle Clubbers, welcome back. I'm Jasmine, the owner and candle curator for Soy Society Wellness. Today we're talking about keeping it hot and steamy in your business, y'all. Come on, follow along. This is a business channel. All right, we're not doing like those talks. This is not my TED Talk today. Okay, so keeping it hot and steamy in your business. Business is not always like, oh, I made 100 sales today, and then the next day I made 1,000 sales, and then the next day I'm a millionaire. It doesn't go that way as far as sales. You're not always super happy and chipper. Like, there are going to be some days where you question why you even started. There will be moments where you just don't have anything else to give, okay? So with keeping it hot and steamy, I'm going to just give you a few tips and pointers that I use to kind of get me back on track and feeling like, I'm doing this for a purpose and I have an end goal in sight. So my first one is getting help. I am not the kind of person at all who asks for help. That is so hard for me to do unless it's like, okay, this is the deadline. I'm being honest with myself. I'm not going to make it. I need to call my girlfriends and be like, I'll get the wine if you come and help me. Please, please, please don't leave me out. And they always come. They're like, why you just didn't ask sooner? Because y'all are busy and y'all have lives and I don't know how to ask. Right? So get help. In the business, I did go ahead and, make that transition to getting an assistant. And it has been the best thing. And I just keep wondering, why did I not do this sooner? It's been great. She comes one day a week and we knock out so much work. There are things that I just delegate straight to her. So that way I can focus on the things that I do. So for example, during the week, I will make candles and then I'll just stock them off to the side in their groups with the other candles. And then when she comes on Saturday, she'll clean them, resurface them, label them, make them all nice and pretty. And I'm like on the next batch of candles, or I'm scheduling out posts for the next month. So getting help has been good. And, we're talking about keeping it hot and steamy and the longevity of your business. Whether you choose to get help for personal gain or as a strategic move, you do need help. If, you get sick or you go out on vacation, who's going to take care of the business? Who's going to ship those orders? So you need to just make sure that you're prioritizing getting some help, whatever that may look like, whether it's someone part-time, full-time, on contract, just whenever, right? So it's okay to share your knowledge. My follow-up tip, or number 2, it's almost kind of like a little sub point, but that's filling up your cup and getting rest. And when I say get rest, I mean guilt-free. Because I'm one of those people where I'm like, okay, I'm going to Netflix and chill today. And then I can't even enjoy my show because in my mind, I'm thinking about all the stuff that I have to do or that I could be doing this. And then now I'm just causing all this anxiety when I could have just really been resting. But, I didn't rest. And then I'm just beating myself down. And I didn't accomplish anything for the business. So if you choose to get some rest, make sure it's guilt-free. That is one thing that I also kind of promise to my followers, that if I'm not having a great day and I don't feel good, I'd rather ship your candle a day late than stay up and make a candle where I'm in a bad mood, I'm just feeling down, because I believe that bad juju is going into your candle, and then now you're supposed to have a candle that's supposed to promote peace, but instead, you just get this uneasy feeling. So if that is something that you want to incorporate, just make sure that you're transparent and, your brand knows. My candle clubbers know I will just wait a day. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. And sometimes they don't know, but they are okay with it. You just have to tell them. Okay? Sorry, I got my nose down here. Don't worry. Yes. So those two tips are kind of like a slow burn, just keeping it steady. And one of my favorite shows is Survivor. And there'll be some seasons where they're like in Asia and it's like typhoon weather and it just downpours for days. And I feel so bad. The people are all like shriveled up and pruned and like freezing. And if it happens to be the team that got a reward of a tarp, let me tell you, they move their fire under the camp, right? With their tarp because it's protecting your flame. So you're able to protect your business, and your tarp is going to be your mantra, your mindset. And for me, my mantra every day, I like to start with all things are working for my good. If I know at the beginning of the day, all things are working for my good, if something happens and it's like, okay, this is not good, my brain immediately goes to how can I make this better? How can I flip this? What can I learn to make this, a positive? And that helps. That does keep my stress down and keep me going. So, for example, there was this, not this one time, but there were many times, but this particular time, I didn't order some labels. And when you don't have labels, I promise you, that is when everybody wants that one candle. Now I'm in panic mode trying to figure out how I can get expedited shipping. And shipping overnight costs even more. And it's just like, gosh, that is a painful and costly mistake. So to turn that into a good, I and my assistant check the candle labels and we look for like a minimum. So I know, okay, when it gets to this minimum, I need to go ahead and order. And then she also looks and she'll put them down, even if maybe it's one above the minimum, just so I'm aware and it's in the back of my mind. So add those systems in place so that way you can make that not so good into good. And maybe your mantra is something different. You want to, of course, do something that's going to relate to you. So when my mindset is right, I have my slow burn, my fire is protected. So when I have a steady flame, my flame is protected underneath my tarp. I like to take some time to practice gratitude and just being grateful for all of the sales that I've had, all of the feedback that I get. And by having that peace within the business, so many more opportunities come to me. Just recently, I did a sale, and this is the first time I've done a sale on my own with just, my subscribers, my followers on Instagram. And I did like $700, okay? And I'm like, huh? I made these sales off my own merit. Like, that many people trust in the brand. They wanted to support me, a small Black woman-owned business. Like, man, that really, really, really like sparked the flame in the fire. Like, it was like the flint getting some sparks, catching on and igniting, and like really, really, really pushing the flames up. So now it's like a nice simmer, okay? Both things is boiling over here. So that felt really good. So do take a moment to look back at either where you came, where you are now, appreciate that you still have room to grow, and just watch what opportunities come to you. And my final point is goal setting and introducing new products, because when you have new products and goals and you have those deadlines, you gotta get to it because that deadline's gonna come. You don't want to let yourself down. You don't want to let your followers down, especially when they're looking for new products. So I think that those tips are some great points to help you keep your fire going, keeping it hot and steady in your business. So if you have some other things you like to do, comment them below, because hey, I may have overlooked it. It may be something that I want to implement, or someone else who's reading the comments can be inspired to see, wow, there are so many people out here really doing it and pushing through and trailblazing, creating paths for themselves. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, because even though I'm here making videos, I want to make sure that you don't miss them. I bring out new ones every week. So, Candle Clubbers, this is our goodbye. See you soon. You are able to protect your business and blah, 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 blah. my next point is okay.